Alright everybody, time for another game from the RSL, this time between Fnatic's Harstem in the bottom right as the pink Protoss versus my mouse froze. It's okay, we're moving on forward, just going to slide, oh there we go, got my mouse back, versus Acer's Bly as the red Zerg in the top left. Now, this is actually game 2 of 3, I'm so sorry, but we do not have the game 1 replay, and it kills me. I am 90% sure that Bly took that last game that they faced. I do not know entirely for certain, just because my source is not quite as reliable as I would prefer, as evidenced by my lack of a first game. Oh, that's painful. Either way, we do have a pylon on the low ground already, probably the start of a forward fast expand. Would not be surprised to see Nexus first in the slightest on this map, which does have a nice long rush distance, and has it does not force cross spawns, which of course means that it's much safer to go Nexus first, and indeed that's what we are looking at. Also seeing a hatch first coming out of Bly, undoubtedly. There goes the drone down to its home. That rhymes, but unfortunately, no, we are not. Oh my goodness. Now that's an interesting choice. I tend to go Nexus first on this map, just because, well, I normally can get away with it. On the other hand, we do have the forge coming down first. I almost feel like it was late a tad, now that, you know, the 16 supply, no, I don't think it was on that, it must have been on 14. Do not know. Either way, we do see the forge first, and the forge fast expand is what is indeed happening. On the other hand, we do have the spawning pool and an extractor coming down for Bly. Should be interesting to see how this match pans out. I'm hoping to see another proxy hatch. I don't even know how you would proxy hatch on this map. Like maybe like here or something. Please ignore that engine in the background. But like proxy hatch here, just the creep just gets there. You're like, oh crap. Oh Bly, you make me laugh. Either way, we do have a cannon coming down that I just entirely missed. I'm so used to seeing the production on, you know, the cannon in the production tab. So that is almost the most brilliant cannon rush I think I have ever seen. Oh, why? Oh, he canceled it because he canceled the hatch. Honestly, I would have left that one there and canceled this one because that was it. Nah, never mind, I guess. I suppose you would just move queen up here or something. But that positioning, forcing the cancel, oh my gosh. Oh, Harstem, you are amazing. Truly an inspiration for Protoss everywhere. New base coming down at his third. We do see roaches on the way as well, and this base is now set up and running. Did not lose too many minerals in this engagement. Probably, I suppose I could actually figure out the math and say precisely what he lost. 174 minerals doing that. On the other hand, the safety of his base and the delay of Bly's cannot be overestimated. Especially the delay. The delay is going to affect this match quite a bit. I feel that the roaches out of Bly were not what he intended to do with this game, at least not so soon. He's almost sort of forcing this into a somewhat all-in type deal. The question, of course, becomes whether or not Bly can hold it. That is quite a large gap, and I'm not certain it's very safe, especially with the cannon placed as it is. I suppose he's going for more of a wall-off like that, perhaps, or just like this. I do not know. What I do know is we are starting to get a considerable amount of roaches. Or at least I thought we were. I thought that, oh, yep, there we go. Okay, we are starting to get a considerable amount of roaches on the field. A Mothership Core, of course, would be able to take this out really easily, honestly. That is why I always like to do a Mothership Core versus this type of thing. These roaches, the kind of pressure that they can put on here, yeah, and we're also maybe, oh, he's going to lose the Zealot if he's not careful. Guess they decided to let him live. That is a lucky Zealot, having taken not a single bit of health damage whatsoever. And we are going to be, the roaches are going to start making their appearance now. There goes the Roaches are going to start making their appearance now. There goes the probe. There is the Mothership Core. Perfect timing. But is it really perfect timing is the question. Because even though it is, of course, out in time to stop the Roaches, or rather to attack the Roaches, I feel like he would have been better out early so that he could have energy for his abilities, Photon Overcharge, and the Time Warp. But it does appear that Acer Bly will not be able to get anything really done with this, as the makeshift wall continues one after the other, and he traps those Roaches in. They are goners. By the same token, of course, it's going to get some free hits on this Cyber Core, which is not in range of any cannon. There goes the Burrow, which is going to allow it to regenerate faster than I think a Mothership Core can kill the other. It doesn't really matter because they have no detect. We're probably going to see some micro on that injured Roach. I guess not. Either way, we do have the extra base coming down here. Hatchery layer on the way. Roaches, blah, blah, blah. Everybody knows what's going on. We are going to be seeing a bunch of gateways, and a robotics facility is an interesting choice. A lot of times you see Stargate out of Protoss openers for fear of Muta, which I am terrified of, which is why I always open with Phoenix Harass, because who goes, you know, Muta versus Phoenix? Either way, this Cyber Core's exposure is becoming very apparent, as it is just continually being attacked by those Roaches, who of course with Burrow are not being detected. Bly microing them very, very well here actually has started to do real damage to that Cyber Core. It is in danger of being lost. We do have a Warp Prism on the way. I do like this choice. Starting to be able to harass these expansions will give him an advantage, I feel, in this battle. We do have an Observer on the field. Going to be the end of that. A lot of minerals banked up, meaning he can do some serious warpins. There's Twilight Council and a couple more gateways coming down. Do see Lings and Speed on the way, and there is the Spire. Almost knew it was going to happen. The Roach Warren, of course, not always a sign that there will be a Spire, but you sort of want the Roach Warren. It's a very useful thing to have. We do have Spine Crawlers coming down over here. Very smart move, very defensive move, because it can be difficult to defend all the bases. Despite how tightly packed this looks, this area here in the center makes it so it's a lot harder to run and defend your bases than you might like. We do have the Warp Prism, of course, moving out over here. A couple of cannons coming down right here. Don't know if that's in the best spot, but what do I know? I mean, okay, listen. There's the pylon that unpowers your cannons is literally the first thing they can attack. That just seems sloppy to me. Either way, we are going to be seeing, this is just, oh my gosh, he's going to ignore that mineral line. Oh, that's just so, oh, no, he is not going to ignore it. Here's the attack going on, going to be losing quite a bit here in the drones. Going to hurt a lot. Those are on hold position. Keep in mind that while they are like that, they will be able to prevent some mining. That is very useful. Also, my mouse, there we go. Another drop happening over here. There is the Warpin. Zealot's going to be delaying mining on this base as well. There are no spines here. That means they will probably just move in to engage the Queens and the drones. And are we going to be seeing that, yep, the Warp Prism does move into the top. It will, of course, be able to scout that Spire, which is an advantage in and of itself, but the Mutalisks are already on the way, but the Phoenix are 2. Unit-wise, we do not have any out yet, but they'll be out soon enough. I believe he already scouted that with a hallucination, probably the reason. Bly is on the ropes all of a sudden. Oh my goodness gracious. This is not going to be easy for him to pull back from, if he even can, is the question. It does depend. If that Spire falls, I feel like he will not be able to win this game. And it does indeed fall. Should be interesting to see. Harstem has quite the supply advantage, as well as a lot of Phoenix on the way. Those Phoenix, of course, going to make mincemeat out of these Mutalisks. Mutalisks aren't all that great at killing Zealots, as you may have noticed. I do not think Bly can do this anymore. Oh my gosh. This just really speaks for the strength of a Warp Prism opening. In games, we do see the Phoenix begin to move out. Interesting note that Phoenix in campaign do not actually have the ability to, they don't have the ability to move and shoot. Something which I always have found terrifyingly sad, because it would make In Utter Darkness so much easier. Oh my gosh, I was 86 kills away from 3,250 on Brutal. Painful. It's brutal. Either way, nice amount of Phoenix here already, and we do have a lot of units here. Spire is being rebuilt, but to what point? Will he even be able to survive? This is the question, as those Mulas just get taken out, not letting them escape at all. And there goes the Queen, not going to be able to stop it, and the GG from Bly. Now, I'm going to be honest, I need to figure out who won that last game. Like I said, I think it was Bly, and that means that there should be a third game after this. Again, I don't have that replay. Ugh. But if it was Harstem, that means that I believe Bly is out of the tournament entirely. I'll look this up for you and get the information to you sometime in the future. I've got like 5 other games to cast, and I will not be stopped by anything short of a zombie invasion. This is FDV Vladerag.